Welcome back, garden friends. I thought it was time to take you on a walk around my neighborhood and to get away from the noise around my home. But I do live in a beautiful area and I want to share it with you. So come on along on a walk. We're going to walk to the lake. As I'm heading up my sidewalk to the road I need to take, the beautiful dogwood tree is just gorgeous right now. We'll go past the front arbor, and the oak trees are just so golden and pretty this time of year. Now I don't know if all the trees still have most of their leaves or not, but we'll take a good look and see. So first we're going to take this road down, and then we'll make a left, and then that will take us down to the lake. So I'll just let you enjoy the view. Now the other day driving down this road, there was 5 male deer, a couple of forked horns, a spike, and a couple of, well, they looked younger. They weren't quite sprouting antlers yet, but they were male. So there's a pack of them hanging around. I think they came from my neighbors down here. You see the red building? That's their garage. But beside it is an orchard. And they are vacationers, therefore they're not here all the time. So the deer, they have free reign. Now, there used to be on this side of that garage a most beautiful, delicious pear tree, but the bears loved it too. So they took it out. I was so sad to see that go. But I understand the bears were tearing down their fence. You can see where on this corner it tore down the fence again. But so my one neighbor down there pulled up. Now we could go down to that corner and turn, or we can go down this corner. Our neighborhood's laid out in a grid, but look at how gorgeous that's a dogwood. We have lots of native dogwoods in this neighborhood. We have a lot of fruit trees, apples, pears, plums. I have peach trees, or a peach tree. And, or peach, yeah, I was right, peach trees. I have more than one. I forget sometimes. But that's what attracts the bears to this neighborhood. And usually you'll see a lot of evidence of them laying on the road and down the alleys. Well, speak of the devil, like some right down there, if you can see. Some piles, probably because some of the fruit trees down here have been quite full of fruit and dropping them. But I'll see a lot of the little birdies hopping in and out of the bushes. Now right down there, straight down, is the school. Now that building there is the after-school care, but that's what makes this neighborhood, one of the things, very desirable to young families. Is the school's right here, and then we are going to continue down to the lake. Oop, wait a minute. See Mr. Squirrel? Yep. He's hunting for acorns and whatever else he can nab. Okay. We'll walk down this street. Sometimes there's a dog that rushes out down here that seems aggressive, but usually the owners pull him back in check. So, yep. This is one of the oldest neighborhoods of this area, and it's where the mill workers lived. The mill had provided these lots for them to buy and build their homes on, and then all of the homes were built from the lumber out of the mill. So an interesting thing, you've seen that metal edging that's sold online for lining your beds. Well, when my mom was redoing the front part of the flower bed, she was pulling up this metal edging, and lo and behold, it was the blades from the saws from the mill, and they were like super, super long. So you see all the quaint little houses. A lot of these are now vacation houses instead of people living in them, but that's okay. Most of them are well kept up and pretty. People that come up and visit, they're nice, enjoyable neighbors. Now this down here, you can see the roof of a house. Well, that goes down to another street that's not connected the way I'm walking, but if you go down the next road down and you get it cut across. But let me see if I can see the tree. Oh wow, maybe the tree's gone. There was a tree, you see where the garage is? There was a big evergreen there. Not the garage, I'm sorry, with the chimney. And up that, a rose was growing up in that tree. And it was so gorgeous in the spring. This is the first time I've noticed that evergreen is gone. Wow, it must have been a danger for them to take it down like that. But wow, I was thinking I would bring you down here in the spring and show you that. So let's head on down to the lake. We're going straight down now to the main road. And it's such a gorgeous day. Gorgeous, gorgeous day. It started out very cold. It was like 29 degrees this morning. But this afternoon, I think it's warmed up into the 50s. The breeze has got definite chill to it. Definite chill. But you see, over here, now this wisteria, this thing blooms. Stop. He's got it chopped way back, but that thing blooms all summer long, and it is gorgeous, and it covers that fence. One of these days, I'll get brave enough to ask him for a cutting, and maybe I can get something from it. Though I have one that's called Blue Moon, and it's a native, and it's supposed to grow well too here, and bloom later in the season. Let me see, I'm looking at the crosswalk. Let's walk down this way. Now this is the lake, and there's a park here around the lake, and there's a children's playground, and that with the mural on it is the restrooms. And down here's the parking area. And to my direct left, hopefully you're not getting too much glare, to my left over there where the sun's glaring down is the parking lot for the school. But so down here there's pickleball court, and I think that's what people use it for. It might be a tennis court too, but I think it's a little not long enough for tennis, but who am I to know? But beyond it, you can see the water of the lake. Now, it was filled much higher, but they let it out, a lot of water out, so they can clean up a lot of the vegetation that was getting out of control. I have no idea who's honking that horn. But anyway, so okay, here's the parking lot. I was going to see what there's liquid ambers, and there are, trying to think of the word, aspens down here. And they should be really pretty if they haven't already lost their leaves. It looks like a lot of them have already lost their leaves. And there's mosquitoes trying to get me. So yeah, you can see the liquid amber trees are sparse. And oh, I can see through the pines and cedars. You can see, let me see if I can get a view of it over there. You can see the bright trees, which are the aspens. And then down here too, we will see a lot of traffic today, a lot of traffic. But this is a very popular spot for a good reason. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Truck coming around, I'll pause. You can see a good part of the lake. You can see how far down. You can see the mud there. That was clear. The water was up high. And there's ducks and geese. I'll take you across the land bridge in a minute, but you can see how gorgeous it is. Oh yeah, these aspens, they've lost all their leaves. They're just bare trunks. Apple trees, they're just losing their leaves and their apples. So let's go over the land bridge. I probably will edit this so it's not quite so long. Maybe just give you the highlights. But then again, maybe I'll just make you sit through it all. No, just kidding. But yeah, so here's the land bridge. People are on it. I gotta pause. Actually, that was some friends of ours. I didn't even know it was them until they came up, and I was focusing on other things and they said hello. But here's the land bridge. And as I said, usually the water's up to the top of this, but oh, seems like the creek's running. I'll show you the creek where it runs in. Right here. So I'll keep on walking. Looks like some kids playing down on the beach. I grew up here, and this was a great place to grow up. Great place. I know we don't make enough use of how beautiful it is. We need to get out here and walk every day and just enjoy. Over there's the dam. That over there, see where the yellow or the orange little doodads are? That's where they cleaned out a bunch of tules and whatever, and that's why they had emptied the lake. But it looks like it's refilling, and this next week we're supposed to get a ton of rain. So that means this will be filling back up really quick. So, but it's nice that they take care of the tules and whatever, because this was all cattails and whatever, and it starts encroaching into the lake and onto the beach, and they have got them all cleaned out. Now, they are not native to here. It was years and years and years ago that they crept in, as well as the seaweed. The seaweed that is in here, we call it seaweed, was people dumping their fish tanks. They might have gotten, maybe their fish died or whatever, and they just dumped, or maybe they just dumped the fish in here, who knows. But that was how the seaweed, and sometimes it can get quite thick and you're swimming and it wraps around your legs. And yeah, looks like they're getting ready. See that barrier there to prevent the sand from washing down into the lake. So, getting prepared for winter. Oh, look at this tree. This is such a deep color. Isn't that beautiful? Especially with the chartreuse green in front. That's lovely. Yeah, this is picnic tables, has arbors over them, little fire pits to barbecue. And if you can see that building right up there, that is a little bathroom. Well, not so little, but it's a public restroom for people using the lake. Sad that they have to lock it up in the evening because of vandals, but isn't that true anywhere anymore? And over there's the Moose Lodge. They have a lot of events there. It's a popular place. Yeah, this area became particularly popular during COVID. People were escaping the cities and came up here, and this place was packed. So here's a little overview. They used to have a history up here, but now they've made it this overview of things available here around the lake. So there's a whole pathway down there. I guess I can walk down there get some highlights from the trees in there. So over here's the geese, if you can see them. That's shadowy in my phone, so I'm not sure, or in my camera. Yeah, you can see them. Now the geese, when I was a kid, they didn't come here. It's just been in the last 5-10 years that they've really made this lake a home away from home. They winter here, though you'll see a lot of them flying, like in formation, about this time of year, like they're flying away. But from all I can tell, even when I come down here in winter, they're here. So in spring, I don't know if I still have the video, but when they have their goslings, it is so cute. But you have to be careful because they're very protective of their babies, and geese can be quite aggressive. Quite aggressive. So yeah, I don't know that there's going to be much more to see, but you can go down there to the other end of the lake, and there's a baseball field and a disc golf thing across the creek. There's a path across the creek. So, and that, my friends, is a walk to the lake, and the walk back is pretty much the same. A couple of years ago, there was such a bad storm that it washed out this bridge down here that goes across the creek. And last year, they finally got it repaired. It had a temporary fix, and then they really got in here and fixed it well, so that it looks like it could withstand another big storm now. So I'll take you across. Another view of this part of the park. I love the sun coming through the trees. And you look at the dogwood there and the oak there, just providing a lot of color against the green of the cedars and the pines. Let me see, I don't see any firs in here. Just cedars and pines. So I hear a car getting ready to come, and I'm about to walk across the bridge. Yeah, look at all the oak leaves. Some kind of different maple. I don't know exactly what kind. I'm going to have to look up that tree because there's several of them over by my sister's house. But here is one side of the creek. See how they put all those rocks up to prevent it from eroding there, because this becomes a rushing torrent in the winter and during the spring thaw, where it comes up quite high. In fact, you can see like at the base of those stumps where the water has washed away the soil. So I'll take it across to the other side. So down in here, is more of the creek. Very calm right now. Very calm indeed. So this is parallel with that land bridge we went over to the lake, or by the lake. And now we are back to the park, and the sun's glaring in our eyes. And this is that street I was telling you about, with the house that had the rose climbing the tree. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the walk to the lake from my house on a beautiful fall day. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye. Another little squirrel, if you can see him. He's a little guy scampering up the tree. I'm huffing and puffing because I'm walking up this hill. This is nowhere near a killer hill as the one next to my house, but it's still a breath taker awayer.